Good evening, everyone. My name is Donnie. Today we're going to do another video about money management. In a previous video, we talked about this little guy right here, the credit card. And we discussed the dangers of the credit card, but also the pros and the benefits of using a credit card, right? We talked about the pros of building your credit score. We talked about building Sky Miles, building cashback rewards. We talked about a list of things, all the positive things that when you use the credit card responsibly and when you use it carefully can really benefit you financially. Well, we also talked about the dark side of the credit card. We also talked about the dangers. We talked about meeting someone called interest, which when you don't pay the account balance by the end of the month, you're going to pay extra. If you spend $1,000 and you have 20% interest, then you're going to owe them $1,200. So we talked about, was the credit card your friend or your enemy? And the answer was, it depends. It depends on how you use it. If you use it responsibly, if you use it carefully, then the credit card can not only be your friend, really it can be your best friend financially, and it can grow your credit score. It can grow your credit score, and there's a list of other benefits, a long list of other benefits that come from using the credit card. But toward the end of the video, we talked about the fact that it's good to listen to and have suggestions and tips and strategies on how to use it the best way possible, especially if this is your first credit card, if it is your teenager's first credit card, or if you had problems managing your credit card in the past. So this video, we're going to discuss three strategies to using the credit card in a way that's going to benefit you the most. As always, if you like the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And please watch the entire video. It's not going to be that long. 3 tips, but at the end, we're going to add a bonus tip, a 4th tip that you can also utilize once you get to a certain point when using the credit card. So let's jump right into the video. 3 tips on how to use a credit card responsibly, carefully, in a way that's going to benefit you financially. And you're going to use the credit card as a financial tool. So let's jump right into the first tip. The first tip to manage your credit card responsibly and carefully is to get one credit card, right? It can be very challenging to manage 2, 3, or 4 different credit cards. Trying to keep up with the balance on each credit card. When you owe for each credit card, when's the due date for each credit card? It's so much easier to balance a credit card when you only have one credit card to be concerned about, one credit card to track, one credit card to manage. So if this is your first time getting a credit card, if it's your teenager's first time getting a credit card, and of course, if you've had problems in the past, please just start off with one credit card, and that's going to help you to manage your credit card in a way that you'll be able to do it responsibly, carefully, and you'll be able to keep track of everything, and it's going to be to your benefit to just have one credit card. All right, let's jump right into the second tip. And the second tip is to only use the credit card to buy 1 or 2 specific things. For example, only use the credit card to buy gas and groceries, or only use the credit card to pay your car note, or only use the credit card to pay your electricity bill where you live. In the beginning, when you first get your credit card, only use it to buy one thing. For example, I have a good friend of mine, great friend of mine, when they got their credit card, they got their first credit card when they were 16 years old, and they only used the credit card not to spend on everything, not to buy everything. They only used the credit card to pay their cell phone bill. That was it. They used the credit card as a tool to build their credit score from 16 years old. And now, of course, they have a great credit score. They've always had a great credit score because they managed the credit card. But they started at 16 only using it to buy one thing. So if you're 16, 17, 18, you're getting your 19, you're getting your first credit card, only use it to buy gas or groceries or electricity or your cell phone bill. Just 1 or 2 monthly items that you have to pay, right? And that way you keep it under control. You'll never look up and the account balance be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. You'll keep the account balance in the hundreds of dollars instead of allowing it to get to the thousands of dollars, right? If you use it to buy everything that you need or everything that you want. So second tip, pretty simple. Only use it to buy 1 or 2 items in the beginning until you can develop the discipline, the self-control, and the habit, right, of managing it appropriately and properly responsibly and carefully by just in the beginning 1 or 2 items. All right, let's jump right into the third tip. And the third tip is to pay the credit card balance every week or every time you get paid, right? Pay your credit card balance every week or every time you get paid. Sometimes if you wait to the end of the month to pay the credit card, it can give you the illusion, it can give you the false impression of how much money you actually have in your account. For example, if there's $2,000 in your bank account, but your credit card balance is $1,500, you don't have $2,000 in your bank account. You only have $500 because you owe that credit card company $1,500, right? And so I'm not saying that it's wrong to wait to the end of the month, but if you're new at this, if this is your first credit card, right, then it's best to go ahead and pay either every week, every Friday, or every time you get paid. And that way you get in a habit of paying on it and it never gets out of hand. Again, you never look up and the account balance is $700, $800, $900, $2,000 because you're going to pay it. And every time you make that payment, you're going to feel it. It's going to affect your account balance so that you have an accurate that what you think is in your account is actually is in your account, right? And so there's no illusion here about how much money you actually have because every time you pay on that card, it's going to subtract it from your account balance in your bank account. So again, the third tip is to pay it either every week, the account balance or the bill. Don't wait until it's due, or to pay it every time you get paid. And again, it's going to be easier to keep it under control and it's going to be easier to manage it, right? Third tip, pay it every week, every time you get paid. All right, let's jump right into the fourth tip. This is the bonus tip, okay? The bonus tip is that once you've gotten used to using the credit card, once you've gotten a habit, you've established a pattern of paying the bill on time with just the one credit card, and you've only used it for 1 or 2 expenses like your phone bill, like your gas or like your groceries, then about every 3 to 6 months, add another expense, right? Or another bill to your credit card. In other words, add something else to use to pay the credit card on, right? So for example, if you're only paying it with your cell phone bill now, then add gas, then add electricity, right? Every so often, continue to add other expenses to your credit card so that in time, you benefit because your credit score will grow faster, your Sky Miles will grow faster as well, and also your cashback rewards. So like, for example, with myself, I use my credit card to pay for everything. Anything I can use a credit card for, because I've been using a credit card for years now, but anything I need, I use a credit card for, right? And so that's why I'm able to fly for free several times throughout the year, my wife and I, because our Sky Miles accrue so quickly, right? Now, I'm not saying do this in the beginning, but after 6 months or after a year, when you feel like you've really gotten good control of it and you've been managing it properly, then go ahead and start adding other expenses. And then in time, you really want to get to the point where you buy everything with the credit card. And that way, again, credit score improves, Sky Miles, and cashback rewards. So that's the bonus tip. It's a good tip. And again, you want to start utilizing that once you get to a certain point. So again, just to sum everything up, 3 tips: 1 credit card, use it only for a few expenses, 1 or 2, pay it off every week or every time you get paid, and then over time, add other expenses to it so that the perks or your rewards can grow faster. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you like the video, click the like button. If you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Remember, continue work toward being your own bank, and use your credit card in a way that it can be your best friend financially, so it can benefit you financially. And remember the dangers. You don't want to have to pay interest. Pay the balance off each month. And if you do all these things, we talked about before, is it your friend or enemy? It can definitely be a friend. It can be your best friend financially. It can help you to be more financially stable. You can use it to invest. You can use it in so many different ways when used responsibly and carefully. So hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy your day and see you next time.